And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Robinson?
He's pretty fun to watch, Kevin, because of his ability to adjust his shot in midair. It just seems like he can hang there longer than the defender can, and that allows him the time to get that shot off.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
This is the last stop for the 76ers before returning back to Philadelphia. In second to last place in the East, nothing's come easy for them this season.
I think looking at the Sixers, they finished clearly out of the playoff picture, and it's been a tough season for them to say the least. They've got a lot of work to do going forward.
Yeah, Clark, I agree. I mean, it really seems like they're moving in the wrong direction. And they'll have some tough choices to make this summer. They always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
Passes it to Casell. Back to Allen. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The dish to Robinson. Lynch defending. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And too long on the shot. So for the 76ers, the last game, a win against the Heat.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And a missed layup.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And then Thomas with the jump.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. His team knows how to do the dirty work, and that's what he says he's going to rely on to carry them through this game. All the extra possessions they can get from crashing the boards makes a difference for them on the offensive end. Let's see if they can keep that pace up here, Kevin.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen so many games, big games, won and lost on the backcourt. You have to rebound both goals.
Lynch. Another miss by Philadelphia. On defense, Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they got beat up the last time they saw these guys. You know, they were in foul trouble all game. I think they had a beef with the officiating, but whatever it was, they've got to avoid that same issue this time around.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder. An outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
Here's Snow. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Heat in Miami.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
Here's Allen. After the made shot from Snow. Allen, that's good.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now the feed to Mutombo. Pass to Snow. On the wing, Iverson. Pass to Snow. It's stolen by Allen. Got a piece of it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers on top. They lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we've got the 3 P's: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Mutombo is out there with Ratliff. Then there's Snow, then it's Iverson, and it's Lynch, and it's the 3 shot. Here's Robinson, and it's blocked by Lynch. Iverson passes to Snow. Poked loose. Robinson drives in. Casell.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
And here they come. He lobs it up. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bucks?
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Well, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And the pass to Lynch. Here's Snow. Makes the lead pass. And Iverson gets it to go. Iverson's got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And that result was no surprise, Clark, because they played very loose with the ball that night.
Yeah, they were carefree. Footloose and fancy-free with the ball doesn't get it done. And how often do we see it, Steve? The team that loses a turnover battle loses the game.
Michael Red's checked in for the Bucks.
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. This favorite spot seems to be that three from the corner.
Yeah.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And Philadelphia has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Mutombo. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Mutombo's got his second basket of the night.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
And the basket by Thomas.
Things are starting to warm up from the field for them this quarter as they add to their lead.
Yeah, it seems like everybody, Steve, has the hot hand right now.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And stolen by Iverson. He dishes it to Ratliff. Back to Iverson. He kicks it to Ratliff. Iverson, guarded by Robinson. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 2. The Sprint halftime show with Damon Bruce is coming up next. Then it'll be on to the third quarter. We'll see you then.
Now, presented by Sprint. Sunday action is in the Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. The 76ers trail. Inside, it's Ilyasova and Pachulia. Allen is out there with Casell. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And I like that move to the hoop, to use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
Casell kicks to Robinson.
Good credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
Here's Snow, averaging 16 points a game. Iverson outside. This is to Ratliff. Rock loose. 6 to shoot. Thomas with the steal. Throws it up high. Allen. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Ratliff. Poked away. It's stolen by Mutombo. Stolen by Thomas. Casell the pass to Robinson. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Casell kicks to Thomas. Knocks it loose. Here's Snow. He passes to Ratliff. Iverson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by Allen. And Robinson with the jam.
Well, when you think about instant offense, his name comes to mind immediately. Doesn't take much for him to get it going and run off a string of buckets.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
Here's Snow after the made shot from Robinson. And here's Iverson outside. Here's Snow. Connects, the jumper drops.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Snow against Casell. Robinson. Here's Johnson. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Snow against Casell. Here's Iverson. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. 26 seconds left in the third. Now the 76ers on the break. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Milwaukee in the lead. Allen drives in, and that one's good. Allen's got 6.
Well, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Here's Iverson. No good. Here's Johnson. Cannot hit. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Ratliff is out there with Mutombo. Then it's Iverson. Then it's Lynch. And it's Snow in at the point guard position. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees it. Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Iverson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
It's stolen by Mutombo. And here's the fast break. Goes up. And he nails the jumper.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
It's Allen with the drive. Red shoots. And that one hits back on. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Tipped away. The 76ers trail by 4. Passes it to Lynch. And it's held in by Michael Redd.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
The drive by Iverson. Iverson with the block. They retain possession. A nice shot by Rutledge. Timeout calls the Bucks. They lead by 2. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Here we go, alone. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Snow. Pass to Lynch. Iverson with the ball. Now defended by Red. Matumbo misses. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now the 76ers on the break. He feeds it to Iverson. Money!
A crucial basket. They needed it, and he gave it to him.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside Thomas.
Well, they're still within reach, but they need a hoop pretty much every time down the floor.
Well, they've got a little life, but they better execute every time.
Iverson, no good.
I thought he'd make that. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Tumbo grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Iverson passes to Lynch. Iverson can't knock in the 3. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. But when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here's our Jordan Player of the Game.